Hey everybody, what's up? It's Michael Termini at the Game Haus, and today I'm joined by Chad, who you may know for his amazing scouting grounds run, proving grounds run, sorry, with 100 Thieves. So let's just start off with that. So how was that for you, going from 100 Thieves Next to 100 Thieves Academy, and getting the opportunity to do that run?
I mean, it was great. As a rookie who's never played competitive, it was exactly, what I want. I was surrounded by veteran players. My job was just be a sponge and soak as much info as possible. After a couple weeks of scrimming and playing with the team, we kind of started meshing well, and we were able to win. And doing that as a rookie, and as the first rookie to do it, felt really good, and it was really good. And I'm going into SG with that same mindset.
So moving in the scouting grounds, though, what are you looking to get out of it?
I think going to Skygrounds, I really want to reaffirm that I'm kind of the best jungler going to Skygrounds. I won Proving Grounds, and I did it on a more passive playstyle. So going into Skygrounds, I really want to be in a more of a carry role, and I really want to show people that that's the playstyle I could play, and I could thrive in it.
Is that also your goal going into the next year of professional play?
Yes, it would be.
All right. So this is something that's kind of been weird. Scouting Grounds, sorry, I keep flipping them, went from going to be this in-person event to this online event, and due to such, there's been like a lack of streams and frankly a little bit of a lack of publicity. Do you view that as something that like matters to you, or are you happy that it's this way?
I live in Los Angeles, so to me it was a little bit unfortunate. It would be nice to go to a Riot studio or go to this LCS studio, talk to all the coaches, see them face to face. So I'm a little bit upset that aspect is missing, but I understand for the reasons that they decided to make it online.
Do you think the public viewing stuff like this really matters all too much, or do you think what matters more is like impressing the coaches and getting to know them better, learning from the event, stuff like that?
I think it does matter. I think coaches matter more. I think first objective is to have the coaching and players and to gain their respect and to show them your skill level. But then right after that, I think it's just as important, or maybe a little bit less important, for all of the public respect and to show them as well my skill level. So I think it's important, but not as important as having the coaches and players see me as well.
For sure. So, Tim from Oracle's Elixir did a little bit of a controversial list. So you were ranked the fifth best player at the event. Do you believe in that personally or no? That
Um,
rating, rather.
on his rating, I was ranked as the number one jungler at the event,
Yes, you
and
were.
I do agree with that rating. I
Ooh,
think it there are different things to metrics to rate when it comes to different roles, and different roles for North America are important. But in the jungle role, I'm happy I could say I'm top five, and I could say I was the rank one jungler on his list. So I'm happy with that. I think I'm content with that.
so you're looking to run the table with junglers at the event?
Yeah.
Confident. I like it. I like it. Um, so we mentioned next year already, and what you're looking to do on like showing off your mechanics and showing off all that. Do you like have a vision for like the next couple of years of your career and what you want to do, or are you just kind of playing it by ear?
It's kind of a mix of both, right? I kind of For people that know my kind of more in depth of my background, anyone that knows me as a close friend knows I kind of like manifested everything. 2 years ago, I said I was going to get high challenger. Then a year ago, I said I was going to go from high challenger to 100 next. And then half a year ago, I said I was going to go from next to academy.
Wait, you
And then
called going to
I said
100
everything.
Thieves next.
I manifested everything. I said I didn't want to join. I d- Before 100 Thieves Next, I've never been a part of a team before. 100 Thieves Next was my first team, and over a year before I joined 100 Thieves Next, I said I want Next to be my first team,
Wow.
and then I cold called them. So I kind of been manifesting everything. So now the script is 1 or 2 years in academy, and then onwards to LCS.
Wow, what a what a move, honestly. That's pretty impressive. So I want to like know your thoughts on some of these teams that have been popping up in the LCS, the no NA teams. And as someone, who is, rookie talent from North America, I want to know your thoughts on that. Now, obviously you don't have to trash the teams, but does that like upset you at all?
No, not as much as I think most of the people are. I would obviously would prefer as many North American region players in top teams as possible. But being a part of 100 Thieves in the past and 100 Thieves Academy, none of the five players were traditionally from NA. But I didn't consider the team an all-import team, right? So I think it's a mix of both. I think having NA resident people in the top teams would be a really nice mix going into the next couple of years. But I don't think it's as big of a deal as players or people might be saying it is.
Do you think that this pipeline of talent coming up through the new amateur and academy system has been working and promoting people who are doing well?
Yeah, I think a lot of the players coming up from the amateur space are being hyped up and like respectively. There's Kenvi, Tenacity. Now there's Bradley. There's plenty of players coming up from the amateur pipeline. And I think in the next 1 to 3 years, including me, will be going into LCS and we'll be kind of like we'll be more going into the space, showing how good the roots are in NA.
Well, I'm happy to see it in the LCS in a couple years. But final question here, a little bit more of a for fun one, just so people can get to know you better. Who's your favorite Pokemon and why?
As always, a Yu-Gi-Oh kid, but my favorite
Oh,
Pokemon was Squirtle. I love
Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Good.
I
That's
like
a good
Squirtle,
choice.
but I was a Yu-Gi-Oh kid growing up.
Is 100 Thieves like the living manifestation of the Squirtle Squad?
Ah, I wouldn't go that far, but I think some of the players could identify with Squirtle. That's for sure.
All right. Thank you very much, Chad. Best of luck in the rest of Scouting Grounds, and I hope to see you in Academy and the LCS in the future. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the interview.